Happy Thursday, everybody. I made it. It's not too late, not too early. I still have a lot on my plate today, but I wanted to check in with you while I take my break. I needed a few more minutes before I have to get back up on my feet. So let me tell you what's going on around here. All right. So today has been very eventful, to say the least. I've got a lot accomplished, and I thought I'd tell you a little bit about that. But for now, my name is Michelle. I'm a mom of 12 amazing kids. I have baby number 13 on the way in the oven. I'm 7 months along. See? Growing. She's there. She's very highly likely a Down syndrome baby, or a baby that has Down syndrome. So she's either going to be perfect or just downright perfect. And either way, I'm going to love her to death. So I can't wait till she gets here. But we got some crazy news. I talked about that yesterday and told you what was going on. But right here is where I get real. I don't spare any details. I keep it forward. I keep it straight. I'm very transparent. You'll get nothing but the truth from me. You know, you want to know what it's like for a woman to raise 12 kids? You want to know what the truth is about it, and the ups and the downs and the all-arounds and the ins and the outs and the what comes up and down? I mean, I do have 5 kids that are adults that have already moved on and moved out. Well, 4 of them that have moved on and moved out. 1 of them is still stuck here, but he'll get on very soon, shortly, hopefully. And I still have 7 that I am highly responsible for that are here at home. So if you want real truth, this is a good place to go. If you want positivity, if you're sick of negativity, this is a good place to go. You're not going to hear a bunch of crap all the time. So I'm going to just tell you like it is, and I'm going to tell you the truth of what it takes to make this production happen on a daily basis. So this morning I got up, did my routines. My routines is that I make my bed, I get myself ready, and I take care of my scriptures or anything I need to do for myself, and then I help the kids through their routines. That includes getting ready for the day, putting my face on, fixing hair, fixing the kids' hair, at least the ones that are I do my little girl and my twins, so I only have 3, but I make sure the next 2, especially because they're homeschooling, that they also do their hair, because I don't want them to look like we didn't give a crap about them. So we do their hair every day, always have, always will, whether they were in school or out of school or in the summer, we do their hair every day. Maybe if they're swimming, we wait till they're done, but that's about it. But then after we get our routines done and we have breakfast and I start the laundry, I got 4 loads of laundry done today. They're not put away yet because I'm still waiting on that last batch to finish drying. But when it's done, then I'll put them all away because 3 of the loads are mine. So the one that wasn't mine is already put away, but the ones that are mine, I'm waiting till they're all done and I'll do them all at once. I might not even get to it till the morning, but I don't mind either way because that's something I can do on my own time. Then, like I said, we had breakfast, and then we joined together and we do the flag of the United States, to the United States of America, and we do a prayer, and we do scriptures, and then the kids do their handwriting, they do their reading, they do their math pages, and then their flashcards, and all those things they can do independently. And as they're doing those, I rotate different kids to be right with me, and we do their language arts, which includes spelling, vocabulary, and a workbook pages that are assigned for that day. So that's what I do with them while we're doing school. The only thing that we also add in is a little more math, because we don't have any of the math programs from The Good and the Beautiful. The Good and the Beautiful is the program we're using. That's what makes it so easy and why the kids are doing so well. And I just really can't say enough good about Jenny Phillips's program, because it really helps me stay focused and know exactly what I need to do. And I can, you know, as the kids finish their assignments, when they come up to do language with me, anything they finish, they bring to me, and I can check it off, date it, and sign it, or star it. You know, I put a star when that means they've actually completed it and did it correctly. So that's kind of what I do in the morning and during the day. And then they'll do flashcards, or if we do science or history, we always do one of those other subjects. And then we have specials, which are like cooking, field trips, or things like that. And that makes it really fun. So, you know, if you want to keep hearing more about my life, make sure that you like this video and that you subscribe so you can come back and get notified whenever you whenever I'm on, because I try to get on every single day. I rarely miss, but once in a while I do. So here we go. Today, after we finished school, we, so that the kids would hustle, they had their art project and they were really excited. I kind of showed it to them. I bought these little sun catchers right off of Amazon, and they were here, you know, a week ago, but we just did them this week because I had to buy paint for them. But they just did these little Christmas sun catchers that are ornaments for the tree. So we'll be hanging those up, and that'll be a lot of fun, but we're just still waiting for those to dry. The kids had a blast. They just love doing little projects like that. And then after I let's see, so if you want to see those, I did post pictures of those on the Good and the Beautiful's Facebook page. I posted pictures of it on my Instagram, which is Got Kids, Keep It Real. And then on my mom support page, this is mom support. And then I have a Got Kids, Keep It Real page on Facebook. And the mom support is also on Facebook. And then I did it on Instagram too. So if you want to see the pictures that we did today, and the picture of the kids doing their little project, I took a picture of that and stuck it up there for you, plus a little sneak peek at some of the Christmas stuff we have going on. So you're welcome to check that out. And then after we finished art, I had my meeting with my Fly Lady mentor, my Fly Lady Kat. She mentors me, and we meet once a week, and that cost me about $50 a month. And she just helps keep me motivated and keeps me going, helps me keep my chin up and set goals and not give up when I don't reach them all. But she helps me, oh, let me read this. You have kids that are 20, your daughter has a little boy, and you do Christmas, and oh shoot, it disappeared. I'll have to look at that later. I need to figure out how to do that while I'm on here. Maybe if I push that button. There we go. So now I should see them. So it's telling me a few little instructions I've never seen before. Anyways, I'm trying to tell you that I met with Fly Lady Kat, and it was awesome as usual. She always just gives me good perks and good advice after we've gone over, like, you know, all the goals that I had and all the things I've accomplished and the things I'm still working on and the things I'm struggling with. Then we kind of talk about, if there's time left, we talk about any issues that we have. Oh, don't be hard on yourself. You know, you could just print off a coloring picture and they could color it, or give them, you could draw just a simple Christmas tree. I should get a website and put those up, because I have some real basic, easy things. You just draw up a little Christmas tree on green paper, and then just give them some construction paper, and they can just cut out dots and glue them on there. They can make a garland, just simple stuff. It just, because then they think it's so exciting, and that's what I try to do, is just one art project a week, and I just make it real simple, where I don't have to be involved a lot, where I can just watch them and ooh and ah over how great they are, but that they can do it pretty independently. I mean, I had to squeeze the paint on the plate and make sure they had everything open, and that they had the access to their what do you call it, to their paintbrushes, but that worked out really good. So don't be too hard on yourself. But that's what Fly Lady Kat does, is she helps me remember to stay up with my routines and keep things going, and to just not give up. And afterwards, if there's still a little time, she'll just ask if there's anything bugging me or holding me back, or that's just on my mind, that I'd like to chat with her. And, you know, she's older and wiser and always has great things to say, and I just really appreciate that from her. I look forward to those visits, and she just is so helpful for me. She's worth every dime to me. You know, if you want to mentor, that would be a great thing to do. Oh, good. Making cookies is awesome. Yes, that's a good idea. Saving up glass bottles or jars and decorating them with things from nature. How fun. Yeah, I love all the easy things. The easier, the better. And I think kids enjoy them too. When they're more complicated, it just stresses them out. I mean, they like that once in a while, but not every project. That's just too much. One thing was today that I listened to Patreon. I pay $5 a month on Patreon to get extra information from Kat Brewer. I don't know if you have ever watched her on YouTube, but she's just a good support. She's just like an angel, and she always has just great things to say and great things to just help. And she just helps you keep things in order, and so that you actually accomplish all the things that you want to do. And she motivates me to just do better than I was doing, and just keep on task so I don't lose track of everything I've got to do, right? And then I listened to one today where she talked about, you know, putting Christmas away. Like if you still have your buckets out, maybe you haven't decorated yet, and you still have your buckets out, why then it's time to put those away, you know, but it's also time to put away hard feelings and time to put away the things that come up, and it's time to put away feeling guilty and beating yourself up. Yeah, right? You can watch her on YouTube. She can be part of your life too. But just you know, listening to her Patreon, you know, it's $5 a month. That's so affordable for me just to get that extra thing. And today her message was just poignant for me. Just saying, you know, if you've got family members or someone thinks that you're not doing a good job or you're not doing enough, well, you're an adult. You can do things however you want. You don't need permission to do something or to be something or to get something. So, you know, just that's just what we got to watch on her video today. That was very helpful. You know, then we had dinner and we cleaned up. What do we have for dinner? We had something real simple tonight. We just had tuna fish sandwiches. We just needed something easy and no one wanted to cook. So we all just kind of pitched in a little bit with the tuna fish sandwiches, and I threw in a bag of chips for everybody. So it just was a light, easy cleanup on paper plates. Sometimes you just have to do that at this time of year. Then I had to drop my boys off at Mutual. They had a hoedown today. They dressed up in little Western shirts with a cowboy hat. They had a dance over at the church with the church kids, so that was great. And while they did that, I've only shown one, and I you know what, I really want to do that. I really do, because when I do, it's quite the production. The problem is I probably need someone to film it for me because I am so get it done, and we're putting everything away and just trying to get it all situated and everything and loading the 3 fridges up. That grocery haul is something else. But yeah, that would be good. And then you know, I've done some in the past. Like I did one where I showed a little bit of that. But, you know, I really wish that I was just better at making those kind of videos happen. Life is just so fast for me. I just don't slow down enough to videotape a lot of it. Because I really want to videotape us homeschooling. I really want to videotape a grocery haul. And, you know, when the kids are doing their laundry, things like that. But it just takes a lot extra time, and that's just sometimes I don't have a lot. Like I said, you know, I dropped the boys off at Mutual, and while they were there, then I got reminded that tomorrow is the Arrow of Light. My 11-year-old son, my son who just turned 11, earned his Arrow of Light. And dang it, I forget that I make a cake every time my boys get their Arrow of Light, because it's a really big deal, and this cake is huge. I'll have to do a little video of me making it, because it's quite the process. So I just take this big cake pan and I bake the cake and then I cut it in half, and that makes my shaft of the arrow, you know. Then I take that same cake pan and bake another one, and this time I'm going to go like this. And so this top part is the point, and the bottom is the arrow, you know, like the what do they call that? Just that back part of the arrow. Yeah, right? Exactly. Extra fridges are bomb. But so I'll make that Arrow of Light cake. I got to start making it tonight, frost it tomorrow, because the Arrow of Light's tomorrow, which I'd forgot about. So my son went with me and we picked out that all the cake mixes I need and all this stuff, because I don't make it from scratch. That's just too ambitious for me. We grabbed some of our Christmas presents. We had a few more Christmas presents to get, so we grabbed some of those while we were there. And then, you know, that's what I've got to do still tonight, is I've got to make that cake. So it just, to me, is, do I ever get a break? This is usually when I like to wind down, but I've got to make that cake first. But yeah, I used to try to do just one refrigerator. Then we moved to 2 refrigerators. Then I said, well, why not 3? I have my in-the-house one is my breakfast and kind of just leftovers in the in there, the lunch fridge in the garage, and then the dinner fridge in the garage. That way I can have, salad prepared, and I can have certain meal parts prepared, or sandwich meats in the lunch one. That way it's just ready to go, grab and go, very easy. The same with what's in the freezer. So it works really good for our family that way. We do have one in there that kind of started taking a kibosh, so my husband needs to get rid of it, and it's kind of in the way. But I guess that's for another day. But yeah, just definitely, you know what? It's true, because my grandkids come over all the time, Christy. My grandkids come over and they tear that downstairs up, but it puts back together in less than 5 minutes. So it's not that big a deal. But I don't know that mine's ever going to slow down, because multitasking is my middle name. I'm really good at it now. I've had no choice. My kids, like I said, I have those adult kids, and they're having kids, but I only have 2 kids married, and I already have my 4th grandchild due any day. So I don't think we're going to slow down anytime soon. I mean, what if they just all had 4 kids? What if they all just had 2 kids? That'd be a lot of grandkids. So it's just, it just makes all of our events really fun, right? I really am not expecting it to slow down. I just love and look forward to the end of the day when I get to put my feet up, start taking a break and resting, and it's so much better. Right? She says that her kids are grown and they moved out at 18. A couple of mine moved out at 18. They all pretty much moved out early, but then this one knows it's so expensive. Thank you. But this one kid I have knows it's so expensive. He feels privileged to get to still live at home for $100 a month. We should probably raise his rent. And he doesn't cause us any trouble. He tries to pitch in whenever he can. He just works and then draws and just does his thing in his room. Sometimes he plays with the kids, but it's just that I really could use the other room, and it's hard to just boot him out because he's not doing anything wrong, and he just really likes to be home. I mean, wouldn't you, if somebody was letting you use their washer and dryer at your fee, and your internet, and your, fixing dinners for you, and you get leftovers for your lunch? I mean, what's not to love about that? And they say we're just too nice, we are just enabling our kids, but it's really hard. Oh, geez. Oh, yeah. Bad relationships are hard. My oldest daughter actually was married for a little over a year and ended up having to get a divorce. It was pretty horrible situation, and she had to let him go and walk away, and she was expecting his baby. She did that all on her own. I mean, I was there with her. My husband was there with her. But she had a rough go of it, and she didn't think she'd ever find anyone. But you know what? She did. And this new guy was just great for her. He gets along great with the family. We just love him. We feel so fortunate with the in-laws we have. We just have the 2, the daughter-in-law and the son-in-law. But they're just fabulous for our family. So there's hope for those kids. Even when things don't work out. If you see me keep putting my arms out like that, it's because my ribs hurt. I've been up all day. Barely sitting down. I just go, go, go. That's how it works. Yeah. I loved when you mentioned that. That's really cool. I would love to have 30 rooms. Aw. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. I am 47, I'll have you know. I've been doing this since I was 18. We got married right when I turned 18, so we had our first baby right long before I turned 19, or at least a few months before. So that worked out really great, and I've just had a baby every couple of years since then. The longest lull I've had is now. My twins are 6 years old, and I nursed for about 2 years. And then I take then I figured my body, you know, was still trying to recover from the twins. So I gave it a couple more years, but it's been 6 years since I had the twins. So I just didn't think my body would get pregnant again. I thought they just did me in. But then here out of the blue, I lose a few pounds and eat a little better. And all of a sudden, hello, surprise, here it comes. So here I am with baby 13. Yeah, and people do, you know, there is a lot of negativity, but whatever. People can have their own opinion. I don't care. I just do what I feel is right, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. My kids bring me so much joy that I can't even imagine doing it any other way. I think about the other night when they were all here. Whenever we're all together, it just feels so, so good. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't, you know, honestly, my husband and I have been married for 29 years. I have no idea how we made it. It's a flat out miracle. We probably should have divorced several times, but I was naive and I was very scared. I didn't want to, I was scared to do it on my own, and I already had a few kids, so it was just too much. And I don't know how I've been able to have so many kids. Just had them one at a time until those last two that came together. And I don't know how. It's just like the luck of the draw, right? I've heard a lot of people say they would like to have had more kids, and it just didn't work out for them. And I feel so bad because I know what that's like. Just thinking, if you can't, I mean, these 6 years, just thinking, oh, I guess I don't get to have that last baby I always wanted. And but to just only be able to have a couple, that would be so sad. Hello, Patricia, welcome. We're just having a nice little chat. We're just chatting along and enjoying ourselves. It's the end of the day, so I can talk as long as I want. Some people give me a hard time saying I should be taking care of my kids instead of being on YouTube, and I'm like, whatever, this is like a video journal, and I'm visiting with friends. I'm allowed to visit with friends for a few minutes every day. Get real. And you know, I'm a busy mom. You're probably a busy mom. I don't have a whole lot of extra time. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry, Christy. That's just terrible. That's right. We get our nights, and I'm just trying to soak them up. You know, the kids are winding down, watching a little television before I make them turn it off. And this just gives it a couple more minutes so that I can actually visit. So I appreciate you guys being here. It's so fun to have conversations and to just get to know people on YouTube, in the YouTube land. You know, otherwise, how would I even know you? I would never have met you. Instead, we get to have these great people join together and just have such a good time. Oh, goodness. Aren't those toddlers and infants so fun? I don't have any toddlers right now, but my grandkids are toddlers. One's an infant, and I'm about to have the second one be an infant, and then I'm having my own infant. My daughter and I are only 2 months apart with this pregnancy, so that's insane to me. I never thought I would actually be pregnant when my daughter was pregnant, let alone that my daughter-in-law just had her baby 6 months ago. But alas, here I am, expecting. Do you ladies have any questions for me or for each other, or do you have anything else you want to say or talk about? And I loved how what you suggested. I'll write that down and keep that in my notes so I can make sure to include that shortly. Yeah, I just really want to be able to be here for you. And you know, I really love encouraging people, because that was one thing I haven't got in a lot of years, is you just don't get a lot of encouragement about being a mom. You don't get a lot of encouragement about being a grandma. You know, who's telling us, hoorah, you're awesome, keep going. You know, you rock. Who cares what anybody else says? I know what you do. And that's what I kind of wish that's what I had was those things. Oh, sweet. Yeah, my husband, with all this other stuff that's been going on, all these naysayers have been like, you have no right to have 12 kids, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, mind your own business. We don't live off the government. We pay for these kids ourselves. So what do you care? You don't have to deal with it. But my husband's like, let's have, you know, all this negativity just makes me love our kids even more. Why don't we just have another one? But my stop is 15. We're not having any more than 15. And I just am like, oh my gosh, can we just finish this one and see if I even make it through it? But I bless his heart. That's what I just love about him, is that he loves kids as much as I do. And we love our kids, period. We don't care whether they're babies. We don't care whether they're teenagers or the tweeners, let alone adults with grandkids. We're so proud of our kids and what they become and what they are. We love that they're all so different and unique and that they have their own ideas. And yeah, right. She gets away with more. I watched one of her episodes once, and I noticed how much she's got really good kids. They're very helpful. They've got a good system. Their father's kind of heavier handed, maybe not spanking wise, but more dictator a little bit. And she's kind of the same way when it comes to you do this and these expectations. We're just not like that. My husband and I are just softies. We're so nice, and we're just more laid back and easygoing. Not the only structure we have is just my routines, including our homeschool, but really it's just casual and comfortable and laid back. We're not rigid and at the table. We're laying on the floor and cuddling on the couch. We just do things, I guess, different than a lot of people do, but I love connecting like that with my kids. So I don't know, maybe we're doing it wrong, but I don't know any other way to do it. So we just do what works, and that keeps going. So do you have any other questions? You know, if there's anything that you're struggling with, just let me know, and I will be your biggest cheerleader, because I can't stand laid back. It works for us. It works for us totally. My kids love it. They just love it, and they're on track. They're where they should be. They're not doing anything that they shouldn't, so I just am really excited for them. So yeah, but I guess I've been on here almost 30 minutes, girls. We've been having a good chat time, haven't we? I got to get down there and make those cakes. It's going to take a little while, and I need to get off my feet soon, because you know how they swell. Well, if you've watched any of my other videos, they swell, and it's very annoying if I'm on my feet too long, because they just swell. And I'm wearing these boots; they might fill up the boot. So, anyways, you ladies have a great night. Feel free to chat in the comments after this closes down. Like I said, I'm gonna go take care of that cake, and I'll take a few pictures for you, and hopefully I can get this video put together that I've been planning on and taking pictures of. Yes, I do. We have a garden every year. Yeah, right. She asked about gardening, and do we do any gardening with our kids? Absolutely. We always put in a garden. Sometimes it's bigger than others. You can see in some of my past YouTube videos. In fact, we're talking about it, so I'll pin it in the description below in a little bit. But we did a garden all through the summer, and we got tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers, lemon cucumbers, pumpkins, squash, like all kinds of stuff. And it was great. We had a good time. Plus we planted a bunch of trees this year in our backyard. Pomegranate and peach and cherry, apple and apricot. So we're pretty excited about that. Oh, plus we have a lemon, a lime, and an orange tree. So I'm excited about all of those. Well, anyways, have a good night. It was so good to visit with you. Please come back. I'll see you tomorrow, probably in the evening after the arrow of light. So unless I can talk to you while I'm frosting the cake, maybe I can get that set up. So we'll see. It'll be one of those 2 times. So take care. Have a great night. I love that you were here. I just appreciate you so much. Remember to subscribe so you can be notified whenever I get on, because it's just touch and go sometimes with me, but I'm always here. So take care. Oh, thank you so much, Debbie. I need good luck to keep going and not give up. Hopefully, because I kind of have a newer oven. I haven't made an arrow of light cake in this oven. Hopefully it turns out okay. Ha! All right. So if you missed any of this, just go ahead and play it back and watch it, and we'll catch up tomorrow. All right? See you soon. Bye-bye.